Hello everyone, hello, hope you're doing okay. Welcome to episode 57 of Look Back, where I look back at what I reviewed 1 year ago and 5 years ago and see whether I still agree with myself basically with those review scores and see whether anything's changed, really, anything's become, well, I guess being cancelled and this and the other that I reviewed that time ago. Not likely for 1 year ago, but 5 years ago, you never know. So hope you're doing well. Yeah, so one of those, probably been a bit of a hectic week this week. So yeah, just trying to catch up after, well, the sort of the Christmas holidays, this, that and the other. Getting there is just a bit, but got a few things to do this weekend in order to catch up, such as the December update, various reviews, and I've also got to look into the top 20 chocks of 2024. So I can't believe we're back there again already, really. So I'll be doing that soon. The top 30 will be available. The 30 to 21 will be member exclusive. So yeah, but there we go. So quite a few things to be going really. Is the gist of it. So should be a good one. Though. Hello, Alan. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, Alan. Good to see you. Yes, sorry I missed your message, Alan, in the chat. By the way, I was intending that member exclusive that I published today, the crisp one. I was meant to do that based on Christmas Eve, but I just was so busy I couldn't. I couldn't do it. I couldn't reply to all the comments either. So I thought I was going to do that. So apologies, Alan. But hope you had a great Christmas. How was it? Did you have a good one? And hello there, Lee. Hello. Great to see you, Lee. How are you doing? Yes. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great Christmas as well. Yes, yeah, I did have a nice one actually. It was very hectic, but it was nice. It was busy, but yeah, one of those times just went by so quickly. I mean, what's 28th already? Yeah, it's just gone by so very quickly. But how was yours? Was yours well? And how was yours, Alan, as well? Did you both have a good one? Hope you had a great one, and hope the advent calendar situation was nice. I don't know, did you have an advent calendar, Lee, this year? I can't remember if you mentioned. I know Alan had one. We both had. I think Alan had the M&S one as well. Maybe Alan might have had multiple ones. I don't know. Could have had multiple ones. The M&S advent calendar was actually surprisingly pretty good in the end. I was impressed with it. It was it was just consistently good, I think, all along the way, and it had a very nice sort of like 25th door, which had massive giant buttons in there, like a proper full bag of giant buttons, which I was impressed with. Yeah, so nice chocolates. Yeah, I had a good. What did I have? To be honest with you, I didn't have much chocolate over Christmas. What did I actually have? I think I had like cake. I had a trifle and things like this. I don't know if I actually did have any actual chocolate. Now, come to think of it, believe it or not, I'm not even sure if I really did. You know, I think I should have done, and I don't know what happened. No, I did have some chocolate biscuits actually. I did have some chocolate biscuits. That was not too bad, that, actually. But yeah, I don't think I actually had any actual chocolate other than the giant buttons. Well, I guess I did quite a lot actually. I had the giant buttons, I think, from M&S and all the stuff in the advent calendars, things like this. So yeah, if you forgot about the calendar, see, well, no worries. Well, to be honest with you, you know, it is a sort of gimmick, but it's nice to do one. But obviously, you can just have chocolate anyway. So yeah. But I'm sure you still had a good supply, so that's the main thing. Oh dear. But yeah, so there we go. So great to see you all. Great to see you. I hope you had a lovely, Christmas or whatever you celebrate or don't celebrate. I hope you had a nice one. It was, but it's gone so quickly. I guess it's New Year next, isn't it? Really. So yeah, what's everyone's New Year's plans? Anything nice going on? I tend to have a bit more of a sedate New Year. To be honest with you, I tend to kind of just try and wind down. But it's not like it was when I was younger, where I used to try and do something a bit more special. I kind of try and save my sanity and my money by not to spend a small fortune on everything these days. So there we go. All right, so let's try and get the graphics in place, shall we? Let's see if I can remember how to do it. I mean, well, the thing is, I always forget how to do this every time. It's just one of those where... now, the problem is as well, the option screen's a bit scrunched at the moment, so I'll see if I can just try and make it a bit more... accessible to myself. Now, can I do that? Well, there's one bit anyway, so that's good. Basically, as I've probably mentioned before, but I've sort of split everything into multiple areas, so it's quite good in theory, but in practice, it's a bit. It can be a bit of a pain. So we'll see if we can just get that up and running before I forget. So there we go. 1 year ago. So I did a couple of member reviews last year as well. So bronze members above can see this, see these still. There are Christmas-related ones. What was this one? See if I can do it. This is Walker's Festive Turkey Flavour Crisps. Yeah, so very much Christmassy ones, as you'd imagine around this time of year. I had another one as well, which was, look at these ones. Okay, Christmas pudding flavour crisps. Are these? I didn't see these this year. Was these a one-off? Did anyone see these this year? Christmas pudding flavour crisps. I sort of forgot they existed, really. There we go. But yeah, looking forward to New Year. Yeah, nice one, Lee. Yeah, what's chilly now, to say? Yes, not too bad. That's a New Year and fireworks. Yeah, fireworks. Yeah, it's a good thing, really. I don't know. It seems quite a lot. Last year there was loads of fireworks for New Year, actually. Surprised I seem to sort of peak up again. I think after all those lockdowns and stuff like that. So this seems to be quite lots of fireworks last year. Actually, I forgot how much there was. But yeah, I never actually let off any fireworks myself. Actually, believe it or not, I've never It's one of those I've never actually done it myself. I don't know why. I've always been with someone else who's done it, you know. So either another family member or back in the day when my dad used to do it, but I've never done it myself really. Yeah, so maybe that's one of those things I need to learn. Maybe it's one of those, isn't it? Oh dear. But yeah, those are the memory reviews anyway. So yeah, Christmas pudding crisps. I completely forgot those existed. I mean, did anyone miss those? Was there anything like that this year? Christmas? I mean, there was obviously turkey crisps and stuff like that, but I didn't see any sort of strange flavours like Christmas pudding crisps or mince pie crisps or anything like that. I don't know, was there mince pie? The mince pie digestives wasn't the one year, which was nice. Yeah, new biscuits or chocolate? Well, there's plenty to do in the review, pal. But I've not actually got any this week. Basically, is the gist of it. So I've still got loads to review, tons to review, but I've got nothing actually new at the moment. So wouldn't be anything for a Stash Watch for the first time in a long time. So I dare say that will change probably as soon as I head into the supermarkets at some point soon. But yeah, there's nothing new at the moment. Yeah, how about you, Lee? Anything new yourself? I mean, I'm kind of glad in a way because I've got so much to get through. It's actually pretty crazy, really. Yeah. So, but nothing. I don't think there's anything new. I did have some. I did get some biscuits sent to me that were new. But I didn't. But I wanted to just enjoy them. I didn't want to. You know, they were kind of ones. I think they were from Moonpig. I think someone got me a card and they got me some biscuits as well at the same time. They were quite nice biscuits actually. Sort of like a sort of. I don't know what they were exactly. Kind of like a strange gingery chocolate. Regular biscuit. I don't know. They were very interesting. They're quite nice, but yeah. Sometimes I just want to enjoy them rather than have to review everything. And I thought, you know what, this is a gift. I'll just enjoy it. Yeah. No new biscuits your end. Yeah, I think it's. I don't. Yeah, there's usually something that will come around. But I've got plenty of biscuits to review. I've got those border selections still to do. I've got a McVitie's selection to do as well. I've got loads of just regular biscuits to do. Yeah, so the backlog never goes small. I don't think is the gist of it. Yeah. Right, so I'll tell you what. We'll jump to what I did. We'll jump to what I did 5 years ago. How about that? We'll do that. We'll start 5 years ago. I feel like I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but I will do. Seems like it's the right thing to do 5 years ago first. Let's have a look if I can. There we go. There we are. How about that? There we go. Not too bad. Not too bad. Just Cake Bar's Milky Way and Galaxy. And mini rolls, yeah. See, what's your favourite then, Lee? What was your favourite out of that? I do like cake bars. I don't know, they're a funny one, really. Sometimes they're so similar. They just change like the top, and it's still the same sponge. It's like 80% sponge, and the sponge never changes between them. But some of them are really nice. Like mini rolls are always good. I do like those. And one of my friends was mentioning about Galaxy. They really like the Galaxy ones. I don't have the Milky Way ones. I'm not sure. What was your favourite though? What was your favourite? Yes, Galaxy Milky Way, me and your nan share. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice, actually. Yeah, that's really nice. I do quite like the Galaxy ones. I've not had them for a while, but they are quite nice, aren't they? Really, those Galaxy ones. I must say, I do remember them being pretty nice. But I've not had them since I reviewed them. This is one problem with reviewing chocolate a lot because you have so much in. It's very difficult sometimes to just get something just to enjoy. Can be one of those, really. Yeah, so there we go. But yeah, after it's one of them, I guess. One of those. But yeah, right, well, one of the bars did review Fry. Can you believe it's 5 years ago? Fry's Raspberry Cream, this was a new one. Do you remember it was, they kept just with like peppermint and the regular creams for such a long time. Then all of a sudden Fry's just released loads of other ones. And the Raspberry Cream was one of them. And it was, it did a Strawberry Cream one that seemed to sort of come out and just be a limited edition one. But the Raspberry Cream one seems to have stayed around. What did I give it? I gave it a 4 out of 5 actually. 4 out of 5, what do you reckon, Raspberry Cream? Jaffa Cake bars, 5 out of 5. Yeah, I have actually. I must admit, I do like the Jaffa Cake bars. Are ones that really work for me, and I think I did do the Jaffa Cake mini rolls. I think I re-reviewed them actually. I've not published it yet. Maybe I should publish those again. But yeah, the Jaffa Cake. I must say the Jaffa Cake bars. They're actually, I think, better than actual Jaffa Cakes. It's the one where they've just got it perfect. I don't know. They've really good job. I definitely agree with you there, Alan. Really good those ones. Yes. And the Aldi ones, which ones are those? The what's in the Milky Way Galaxy type ones, or mini roll ones, or even Jaffa Cake Aldi ones. I know Aldi do a lot of. I still got that to review on time. Oh, that's what I need to review. Yeah, the Cherry Bakewell Jaffa Cakes from Aldi. I still need to do them. Yeah, the Cherry Bakewell ones. Yeah, I've got to get them done. I've got the review. I've just got to get it published. I forgot about that. Yeah, I want to do that one before New Year, if I can, and the Cadbury 200th anniversary chocolate tin. They're the ones. Better than the biscuits, yes. They are, aren't they? Yeah, they are. I mean, would you say the biscuits or cakes, Alan? What would you say? Well, yeah, they are. I guess the cake bar is definitely a cake, isn't it? But I know what you mean. But yeah, I think they just I don't know. They have everything that well, the regular Jaffa cake, Jaffa biscuit. Yeah, I wonder if they I would actually do an official Jaffa cake biscuit. Would you imagine if they did that? But they have everything that that one does have. But just do it better. It's just a nicer sponge, nice experience. I don't know, everything about it is just done better. Yeah, so definitely, Alan's on something there. Definitely a sleeper. Well, hidden gem, I think you might say, the Jaffa cake bars. You ever see those? And you're a fan of Jaffa cake. I mean, obviously, I know there's some people who just like Jaffa cakes and very particular, but yeah, definitely recommend checking those out. But yeah, the fries raspberry cream. Well, basically, I mean, at the time, this was I think a pretty new thing. I don't know, maybe they did on the orange one as well. Not sure, but they definitely were coming out with a few different flavours. As always with these things, it's basically dark chocolate but with a sort of fondant cream centre. It smelled great when you open it. Had a lovely smell to it. Works well fries range as well. Did say it kind of clogged in the throat a bit as you got into it, and quite similar to other fries bars and things. I don't know. Would you say it's a 4 out of 5? The fries raspberry cream. I don't know really. I know Andrew Winton, big fan of these things. To be honest with you, I don't know. I feel we'll give it. The reason I feel like because it's not quite special nowadays, but I do feel like it's still a nice one to have. I feel like it's definitely refreshing. I feel like the orange one's pretty good as well. It's a shame the strawberry one didn't hang around. But now here we go. Speaking of which, here we are. I thought that might summon you, Andrew. Yes. I love the fries raspberry cream. The orange cream came out in late 2018, and I was excited for that. Then I saw the raspberry one in late 2019. I was so surprised. I was doing A-levels. A-levels then. Time flies. I know, it's hard to believe it's 5 years ago, isn't it? It really is. And 2019 doesn't seem like... I mean, we say this quite a lot, doesn't we, really? But it'll be 2020 next year. Is this the last look back? It'll be 2019. It is, isn't it? Yeah, so... Goodness me. Madness. But yeah, I do think they were a nice one, actually. I do think they were. I think they've not lost the lustre. I think I'm going to still say 4 out of 5, I think. I think 4.5 might be a bit pushing it a bit much. But they are definitely nice. Yeah, it's just a shame that they've not really capitalised on all this. The strawberry one was limited edition. The coffee one's been and gone. Did they do any others? They haven't done a lemon one, have they? And they never did the fries 5 cents, did they, Andrew? I mean, it seemed like they were going to do it, didn't it? It really looked like it was on the cards, didn't it? It looked like they were building up to it. It would have been perfect it would have been, and he just dropped the ball. I don't know what happened there. Yeah. It only stuck around for a few years. You can just get the fries regular mint and orange bar. Oh, really? So you can't even get that one anymore. I saw, I could have been wrong then, but I saw the fries collection set, and I thought the raspberry one was in it, but I could have been wrong. Could have just been the orange one. Or maybe it is only available in that one. I got the box of Black Magic at Christmas. My favourite's still the raspberry cream. Reminds me of the fries. Yeah, it's definitely that way inclined, isn't it? Yeah, it is a nice one, as we said. But yeah, shame you can't get. I thought you could still get it, but as I say, I could be wrong on that. I just assumed really. 2020 will be half a decade ago. I know that is really, really quite worrying, isn't it? It doesn't seem like that long ago. 2020. It really doesn't, but it's just come and gone very quickly. Yeah, very quickly indeed. Yeah, don't know what to make of that really. Quite, it's just crazy how time is flying by at the moment. It really is. But there we go. Of course, got a few wintry ones at this time. What was this one? What was it actually called? I'll see if I can actually say the actual name of it. Cadbury's Dairy Milk Winter Gingerbread Edition. Remember this one? Now I gave this pretty low mark. What did I give? I gave it a 2 out of 5. I gave this one. Basically, it's got a lovely gingerbread smell, so yeah, it beats the Oreo, beats Oreo already with their gingerbread offering. Also have gingerbread chunks in it as well. But it had like a chocolate cream in it also, which was a bit of a funny one, and there wasn't much actual chocolate layer. Now which was very strange. I thought very strange, this one really. So dairy milk, to say it was dairy milk was a bit misleading. And the fact there's a cream in it as well was a bit, I don't know, not too sure about that. And I thought the gingerbread pieces just were a bit odd as well. I said that these tasted like they were kind of unbaked. But it could have been the fact that they just, we just were weird with the cream or what have you. And I just thought overall, it just didn't quite sort of work. The gingerbread flavour was a bit of a funny one. To be honest with you, it's not really stuck with me, this one at all, so it didn't really resonate with me. I don't remember too much about it, so I think I'll say it's the same, that one, really. I don't think it didn't sound like too great from what I was talking about with it. I don't remember it. I've not seen it this year. It seemed like a bit of a disappointing one, really. The fries raspberry cream disappeared about 2023, just after they changed the shape of the bars and made them fatter but shorter. Kept the weight the same, at least. Well, that's something, at least. Yeah, usually with these changes, they do change the weight, don't they? So that's quite good, at least. At least it was, for other reasons, I guess. But yeah, I didn't realise it disappeared. I just thought I'd seen it since then, but maybe it was the orange one, and I just assumed they went hand in hand. So that's a bit of a shame, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know what they did there. It seemed like they made some progress, didn't they? Well, made some actual sort of, diversification to their range and things, and which they did, but then they seem to have just got rid of it again. And some of the sort of Turkish delight, those are all limited edition ones. None of them have really stuck, have they? Which is a bit of a shame, really. But I guess it's obviously, if they don't sell well enough to warrant it. But it would be nice to still see them around, or at least have them in sets, But yeah, I don't know. Shame, really. Bit of a shame, that. I don't know why. I don't know why that didn't really take off. Cadbury didn't do the massive winter gingerbread or festive orange mint bars at Christmas this year. Apparently fans of them weren't happy on social media. I did see the mint one. The winter mint crisp was there. But the orange one, well, speaking of which, Andrew, yeah, let's jump to that. Why not? But the winter mint crisp one was still around. I did see that quite a lot, actually. That's a really nice one. But they did. But there was a bit of a backlash about the orange one, wasn't there? Let's see. Have I got it here? I think I've got it from a year ago, actually. So we'll come to that in a bit. Yeah. But yes, Snickers crisp next. But yeah, there was. But yeah, I did see the winter mint crisp one. That's a really nice one, actually. That's a 4.5, 5 out of 5 one for me. That one, I really like that one, actually. It really is a lovely bar. It's just got that one does work. It's got lovely dairy milk taste, and lovely mint taste as well. I'm not a massive mint fan generally, but that one really works well. It's got lovely crunches and things. Very nice, yeah, that one. But I did see that one about. Yeah, is that the one you meant? Did you not see that one? Because I did see that quite a bit. But the orange one, yeah, I didn't see that one. Yeah. So, I don't know. But it's funny, isn't it? It's funny where they just, well, I don't know. We'll come to that in a minute, I guess. Greetings. Hope you had a blessed Yule Christmas. Yes. Oh, thank you very much, Joe. Thank you. Good to see you. How was yours, Joe? Did you have a nice one? What did you get up to? How was the chocolate situation? Oh, good to see you, Joe. Good to see you. Yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone, by the way. I know it's kind of been and gone now, hasn't it, really? Feels like it was ages ago, but I hope you all had a good one. Yeah, I don't know. Time again. Nearly New Year now. We're just saying, Joe, it's 2020 will be 5 years ago soon. So look back, it'll be 2025 and 2020. Can you believe it? Pretty much soon. I guess maybe, yeah. I guess I might still be looking at things from 2019, maybe, in some of the look back. So maybe it will be still kind of referencing those, maybe. But we'll see what happens. I don't know how to work that. We'll cross that bridge when I come to it, I guess. But yes, the Snickers crisp. What did I give this one? Believe it or not, I gave it quite high. 4 out of 5. I gave this one. So it's a great alternative to regular Snickers. Hits the same spot with crispy pieces. But the odd thing was it didn't have any nougat in it, which I thought was very very strange. So basically they just took out the nougat, well, that's just, and added crispy pieces in. So it was a bit of a funny one. I kind of felt like, I guess that does make sense with the crisp part. But it did seem a bit odd, to take the nougat out. But obviously they just thought, right, we'll take that bit out and just make it very crunchy, which I guess is the crisp side. But for me, it should be called Snickers Crunchy in that case. But maybe, I don't know, one of those. I was wrong about the mint one, but they definitely discontinued the orange one. Yeah, the orange one definitely went, I think. I remember I did see, like you said, there was some kind of furore about that, or at least people were a bit unhappy about it. I mean, to be honest with you, the orange one wasn't as good, I don't think, as the mint one. The mint one was where it's at. Yeah, but it was nice to have the choice, I think, is the gist of it. But yeah. No, what do you think? Did anyone miss the orange one? Do you miss it, Andrew? What do you reckon? What was your opinion? Or was it one that you weren't too bothered about anyway? Yeah. But yeah, this Snickers, I think this might have been an import one as well, by the way. I don't think it was But and it was two. It's very small, and there was 2 segments to it. I think in the US they might have split them into 2 little mini bars or something like that. But I did really like it. It just seems to work really nice. I thought the crunch was just lovely, actually. It just was a really nice. I don't know, strange. I do like the nougat in Snickers, though, to be honest with you. So it was a bit of a shame that was gone. I feel like if they'd have just replaced the peanut with sort of crispy pieces, just to sort of, if you didn't like peanuts or whatever, I think that might have been, that would have worked possibly better for me. So, But again, it's another one I think it just tasted really nice. I think I'll give it the benefit of that as well. Again, where I'm thinking there's no nougat. I'm sure I would have marked it down at the time for that really, because I do like that sort of chewing Snickers. There's something about that substance in it, but it seemed to work really well for me, this one. Yeah, so there we go. Not that many chocolate this year. Thank you for the show. It's been great to be here. Thanks a lot. Oh, thank you very much, Joe. It's great to see you, though. Great for you to turn up all the times you do. It's really great to see you. So thank you for all that support. Oh, and I'm glad you're enjoying the shows as well. Glad you're enjoying them. And yeah, it's really nice to hear. But yes, I know you're I think you're a bit healthier, aren't you, most of the time, Joe, from what you've said. So I think you're trying to possibly avoid chocolate. Unless it's a special occasion. Well, the impression I've got anyway, so no worries. One of those, isn't it, really? Which is the way it should be, really. You know, you've got to be careful. But easier said than done. That's the thing. Oh, but thank you so much, Joe. Yeah, thank you so much for that. So I'm going to do December update soon, as I was mentioning earlier on in the show. I'm going to do that soon. So hopefully I'll get that out. Hopefully before New Year as well. And hopefully get a couple more reviews out as well. That's the plan. Sort of Cadbury 200 year anniversary selection tin or what have you. And what was the other one? The Jaffa Cake. Cherry bake walls, yeah, that Lee was mentioning before. I need to get them out as well, really do. Yeah, the best Snickers out is B&M at the moment. Have you tried that one? Oh, the raspberry one, yes. Is it about cherry, raspberry bite bliss? Yeah, I've got it basically. I've not reviewed it yet. I've got it. I'll give it. That's one I need to get reviewed as well. Another one. I've got about 4 Snickers bars actually. I got a few others imported a while back. But yeah, I do. Is it berry blast? Is it or something? Can't remember now. Yeah. The Raspberry Mars bar was so good it might be a winner. I think it's an Australian bar. Yeah, the Raspberry Mars bar was really nice. That was, what was it called? Was that called Raspberry Crunch or Bliss or something? That blast, I don't know. It was really nice. So that was a really nice one. Yeah, I must say that was one of the nicest chocolate bars I've had for a very long time. That was a really lovely one. That yeah, those you don't know, I've got the review somewhere. It's Raspberry Mars, Raspberry something or other. It was just a lovely bar, like the nougat flavoured raspberry. Really nice actually. I did another one. It was a honeycomb one. It wasn't quite as good, but it was still nice. It had like a sort of like nice chewy consistency to the nougat as well. Something about it was just lovely. It was a really lovely bar. Yeah. It's a shame we don't really officially get these in the UK. You know, these variants. It really is a bit of a shame. I don't know why we don't. I really don't. You know, real shame. Speaking of US type products, well, we weren't really, but anyway, just. Hershey's milk chocolate with and Reese's Pieces bar. Yeah, this one as well. So no, it looks great, doesn't it? I like the look of it. Excuse me. I do like the look of that one. I feel like I need to have a bit of a cough. So apologies if I have to disappear for a second. But yeah, I do like the look of this, but it looks really nice actually. I quite like the crossover here. But what did I give it? Well, let's have a look. I didn't give it too high a mark. 2.5 out of 5 I gave this one. Goodness me. The Orange Cadbury Extras bar came out around the time of the orange craze 4 years ago, and only once. It was saturated with orange chocolate at the time. Yeah, there was loads. Yeah, there was loads, wasn't it? It did get ridiculous actually at one point. It was ridiculous. I think I remember saying. I think we've spoken about this before, haven't we? So I might have said this before, Andrew. But I just remember there was a lady. I was just in Asda or in a supermarket, and you know they had like a massive wall of chocolate near the exit and. Near the tills or wherever it was, and I remember someone just said it's all orange chocolate, you know, and it was just madness. Yeah, I mean I do like orange chocolate, but it was real. It was just all over the place. There's so much of it. I think they definitely went a bit too far with all the orange stuff a few years back, but it was nice. But they certainly went all the way. That's for sure. Yeah. So this one there, this Hershey's one, I said it was basically chock full of Reese's Pieces. Reese's Pieces basically like M&M's sort of thing, but with Reese's peanut butter in. But I thought but they were just hard to taste them because they were overpowered by the chocolate. And Hershey's chocolate isn't the best anyway, so it was just a bit of a product that wasn't that. It just didn't really work as a part of this one. You couldn't really taste the Reese's, and the chocolate wasn't that great. So yeah, it just wasn't a great bar, this one. And again, I feel like it's probably, I'm not, you know. It just was. It should have been a lot better. I think if the peanut butter was a bit more interesting, a bit more strong, a bit more easier to taste. The Reese's peanut butter is nice, but it was just a bit too. Yeah. So I think about the same. To be honest with you, I think I'll give it the same again. So another the same one. You know, it wasn't too bad in theory, but in practice, it just didn't quite work. Hello there, Scotty. Great to see you. You're in Germany. Goodness me, not too bad at all. How's it going? You having a good time? What's the chocolate situation like there, or is it all? Is it? Do you have Christmas markets in Germany? Presumably they do. Or is it just a thing that we have here that's meant to pretend to be Germany? But yeah, I need to get the Nightbot thing set up again with the weather. Weather's gone. I've not got it set up again. I think I stopped it a while back. But you need to have the exclamation mark in front of it anyway, actually, to do it. But maybe I'll get it back going. Maybe I will get it back going because it's quite nice to have that. Really, I'll look into it again when I've got some time over these. I've got some, obviously the bank holidays things coming up. I'll take a look into that, I think, and then get that set up again. Wonder if there's any interesting new Easter chocolate this year. I know it's already out and about, isn't it, Easter chocolate? I'm guessing Cadbury will do their usual half-filled mini eggs and repurposed cake bars. Hopefully some interesting stuff too, though. Yeah, fingers crossed. I know, yeah, we'll see what happens, really. I mean, isn't there some, like a Roundtree's, I think you mentioned last time, Andrew, it looked quite interesting, like a Roundtree's product that's, or, not necessarily Roundtree's or whatever, but some kind of fruit gummy chocolate bar or something like that for Easter that's coming out. Looks quite interesting. Just arrived at the hotel. Bought a few bits and pieces, but only so much in my small backpack. We have to eat it quick, Scotty. Have to eat it quick. Oh dear. Well, yeah, it's one of those. Well, at least you're keeping yourself from buying too much, but not too bad. We'll have to post to Discord if you can. That'd be nice to see. Yeah, honestly. But yeah, well, I hope you have a lovely time, Scotty. I'm sure you'll be very nice. A bit of a sit down. What's the weather like over there then? I know you were trying to tell us before, but hopefully it's nice. We've just been very foggy in the UK, really foggy. You did well actually I don't know if you went on the plane, but quite lucky to be able to get there really. There's been so much fog here. Hello there, Shori. Yes, hello everybody. I hope you all had a great Christmas. Oh, you too, Shori. I hope you had a good one. Yeah, how was it in the end? Did it go well? Yeah, good to see you, Shori, though. Good to see you. Hope everything's going all right. Hope you had a lovely Christmas as well. Yeah, I know it's come and gone so quickly. Did you enjoy your Transformers, by the way? I picked up Malteser popcorn bunny and M&M's crispy bunny. Well, not too bad at all. They're always nice, those things, aren't they? I don't know if they're exactly the same as ones we've had here, but popcorn bunny we don't have, do we? Yeah, that was the thing. I did have some. I think my sister bought me some nice treats. These like chocolate stars that were attached to like a piece of popcorn, basically. Yeah, very strange, but like quite thick chocolate. They were very nice, actually. Yeah, so it's quite a nice take on chocolate popcorn, I guess. That was quite nice. Again, I could have reviewed them, but I just wanted to enjoy them, Just want to enjoy some of the things, rather than just have to. That's the problem, you see, when I've got all these things to review. Sometimes I can't eat them yet because I've got to review them. So it's nice just to enjoy things and review them sometimes, rather than having to review them. Sorry, just enjoy them for what they are, So, oh dear. Yes, there we go. Right, so let's move back. Let's have a look. Hang on. We'll do 1 year ago. Yes, we go. Oh, and we'll move this as well now. Yes, remove the picture if I can. There we go. It's foggy in Hamburg and damp. It's sunny and cool. It's sunny and cool that time further south. I took the train south. That's not too bad then. Yeah, at least you've escaped all that fog then. Yeah, because it was. Must be. I wonder if it's affected most of Northern Europe. Maybe I don't know. But it's been very foggy. And it's lasted a few days. Normally, fog comes and goes in the mornings or maybe overnight or whatever. But it's been lasted a couple of days. I think Reese's owned by Hershey's, so this bar was a bit like Cadbury doing Oreo bars. I never had much Hershey's. Yeah, I think you're right there, Andrew. I think you're right there. Yeah, so it was an interesting one, but it didn't quite work out as much as I would have liked, really. But yeah, and those Oreo ones, goodness me. Ah dear, yeah. They're still around, aren't they, those? But there are some nice ones out there that we've seen. Yeah, there's mini Oreo ones, but which I think I've got a review of one of those to publish as well, actually. Yes, I went well, and I did indeed. I took them out of the box, had a mess around with them, and put them back in the box. How are you? Which things do you get for Christmas? It's not too bad then. Really. Well, to be honest with you, I didn't. I just got the Prime one, but I've still not managed to the 86 Prime. I've still managed to open it yet. I've still got it to do. It's just been such a hectic week, really. I was knackered after Christmas, really. So today's the first day, but then today I was catching up on a lot of stuff. So I've still not managed to actually get much time to do anything yet. So it's just been it's been that busy, really. So hopefully I'll get there soon, but I've still not managed to open it. Need to get my act together, don't I? Goodness me! But I did get I got some board games as well for Christmas. That's one thing I did get as well. So just some nice things there. So yeah. But I need to sit down and just go through stuff. But it's going to be a couple of hectic days as well, really. Until, to be honest with you, we'll be in next week before we know it. And I doubt I'll have got any further along. It's just going so quickly, and I've got so many things to do and things. It's always hectic. But we'll see. Fingers crossed. I need to just sit down and do it, don't I? Oh, I believe it's the same weather across the UK, Germany and Holland. Interesting, Manchester's far north as Hamburg. Or is it really? Yeah, I guess it curves to the globe sort of tilts, doesn't it, really, when you think about it? So we're actually, rather than us being straight, we actually veer off to the left a bit. So it's interesting, that, isn't it? But yeah, but I think you're right there, Scotty, from what you've said. I think it must be just affecting quite a lot of the... It's weird, isn't it? It's never normally that bad, fog. I've never seen it that bad before, I remember. Interesting, really. So is there a big difference between the climates of northern and southern Germany? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, well, it's definitely one for Scotty. That's definitely one for Scotty, I think. Yes. I'm not too sure though, really. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know. I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't know. I guess in the UK there's a bit of a difference, so maybe there is there too. What board games? What board games, sir? Yes, I do love Monopoly. Yes. Well, what do we play? Some of the more modern ones, really. Some of the newer ones, though. Well, they're not that new these days. One called Puerto Rico we played. Played a few sort of fun ones like called Telestrations, where you have to it's not really a board game as such, but you doing drawings up as the guest, and they have to draw something based on their guess, sort of flipping a pad and stuff like that, writing with dry erase markers. So it's quite a good one. It's quite a funny one, really. So it's just a fun game. A couple of what I play. One called Fun Facts as well, where you're just trying to order people's I don't know, things that they do, such as how many hours sleep of night they get, and you write down secretly. You've got to order them from lowest to highest and see how many you get right, stuff like that, when you've got a group of people. Things like this, really. Yeah, so quite an interesting one, really. So we played quite a few, to be honest with you. Yeah, I did play quite a few, and I got a new one called Arcs. It's called ARCS. It's by a guy who just keeps all his games have 4 letters in the name. It's like a space themed one. So yeah, so I've not played it yet, of course, but yeah. So yeah, it's quite nice, really, quite nice. There was Monopoly knocking about, but it wasn't played in the end. I can't remember why. I think we had some kids, sort of younger people who needed to play, and they were a bit too young for it. I didn't want to play it, so we're trying to cater for everyone. It's one of those, Yeah. Did you manage to play any board games, or sure? Did you manage to play any? Everyone had a great Christmas. I met up with Luke's family as a family member stays around the corner. Oh, very nice. Well, with Luke, actually, not as a family member stays around the corner. That's very nice. How's he doing? He's not seen him for years, Luke. How's he doing? Yes. I hope he's doing all right. Anyway, yeah, interesting, that one. But it's been a long time. He used to be quite regular on the channel, but I haven't seen him for some time now. Northern Germany's more like the UK with maritime climate, damp weather. The far south has the Alps. An interesting one. I guess it's yeah. I know in Holland, Germany, they tend to, Netherlands, Germany, tend to have a bit more sun than the UK, don't they, really, generally? Yes, I am. But did I miss out? I think I missed out. Yes, your other comment. Sorry, Andrew. I think I clicked on about it before. Missed it. I've eaten too much this week. Favourites were Black Magic, which I haven't had for ages. I haven't changed since I last had them, with Ferrero Collection. Love those white Raffaellos. Yeah, I like the little quirky ones. I like that. It's quite nice, isn't it? Something a bit... I like it when you get those ones in it. And also those Ferrero Collections as well, you have sometimes where they have all the random Ferrero ones that you just don't get normally. Yeah, Black Magic as well. I've not had that for a while. Wouldn't mind having that again. I played some new games yesterday. One you had to bounce penguin pirates on a ship. And one with hex, bug in a maze. One you have to fit shapes into the right place before they pop up. More interesting, I want to say. I'm trying to think if I can guess what they are. I can't... you had to balance penguin pirates on a ship. So that's quite fun. Hex bug in a maze. Hex bug. Right, I see. Interesting. When you have to fit shapes into the right place before they pop up. Sounds quite good fun there, really, Andrew. Yeah, some of them are just quite good fun, aren't they, really? It has to be said. Oh, see, glad you had a good time there. I mean, I think Christmas is a good time for board games and things like that. It just brings people together, doesn't it? Luke was asking for you. He still watches you. Oh, does he really? I've not seen him in the comments for a long time. I didn't think he did. I've not seen him for... Well, there are people who just watch and don't comment and things like that. But yeah, no, that's good. Well, hopefully we'll see him in the comments or what have you soon at some point, or in Discord or wherever, So, But glad he's doing all right. Glad he's doing well. Yeah. And, as a treat to myself after Christmas, I'm currently playing through Grand Theft Auto 4. It's been about 13 years since I last did it, so I'm having fun. It's meant to stand up quite well, GTA 4, isn't it, I think? What I've read. It's, yeah. So I did play it the first time around, but I've not played it for a while. I know people still play GTA 5 because of all the online stuff, and that's been around 10 years now, hasn't it? It's been out for a long time, which is madness as well, really. Yeah. And thanks so much, Scotty. Yes, thanks so beautiful, the Alps in Central Europe. Yeah, I remember. I remember flying over them when I was flying back from Italy a year or so ago, whenever it was. It did look very beautiful. I've never visited myself. I think my brother did last year. He went to actually a skiing trip for Christmas. Had a lovely time. So yeah, I don't know if skiing would be for me or not. Really, I'm not too sure. I think it'd be nice for half a day, but I think after that I might get a bit, not too sure. Right, well, Andrew was mentioned this before. Yes, the Winter Orange Crisp. Here we are. This is the one. Yes, and actually, what did I give this? I gave this, 3.5 out of 5. So not a glowing score really. Now I'd say the mint crisp was about 4.5 or 5 out of 5. But the orange one, there's lots of crunchy pieces. So the dairy milk is lovely and thick as always. But the chocolate, I didn't think worked very well with it. So I didn't think it. I don't know. I thought just orange and dairy milk just didn't really work very well, to be honest with you. So I didn't really enjoy this. I was really excited for it. I was very excited because I love the winter mint crisp. But the winter orange crisp just didn't really hit the same for me really. So it's a real shame. I was very disappointed actually in the end. So yeah. So again, and it's just been discontinued now really. It did say limited edition on it, and the winter mint crisp was limited edition because it only comes out every Christmas anyway. But this one, they've not brought it back, and again, I think it's one of those where it's the same really. It just didn't really work for me, unfortunately. It was a real shame. It's still nice. 3.5 out of 5 is still a nice score. It's still a nice bar, but it just wasn't the same. Yeah, so to be honest with you, it was one of those where I'd always probably go for the winter mint crisp over it anyway. I can't remember the names of all the games. The Hexbug was moving around on its own. You had to get it to go into your corner basically by moving bits around and blocking other people. It sounds like it sounds familiar, but I don't think I've ever played it or I have seen it somewhere or something like that. I don't know, but it sounds quite good fun though. Anyway, honestly, it does sound quite an interesting one. I mean, the penguin ones, and it reminded me when you mentioned penguins before, I was thinking there is a flicking game called Ice Cool, I think it's called, where you flick penguins around the board. You got to get them, you can curl them and stuff like that through different rooms and things. I was thinking that was one you were talking about for a minute, but I don't think they're pirates or anything like that, so I think it was something else in the end. Yeah, I'm enjoying this more this time around than the first time all them years ago. I know you get getting people phoning you, didn't you, in GTA 4? People phone you all the time wanting to play darts or something, where it was kind of got a bit, at the time it was a bit tedious, wasn't it? But maybe these days it work a bit better now. It's a bit more of a thing these days, isn't it? I think it's just because I'm excited for Grand Theft Auto 6. The franchise is the reason why I love gaming. Yeah, see, yeah. Honestly, I remember I tried to get I remember trying to buy the original one. I couldn't buy it in the end. I wasn't old enough in the end, I think. So I got Castlevania Symphony of the Night instead, which is down as a classic as well. But yeah, the original one all those years back, I remember trying to get it, and they wouldn't let me have it at the shop. You had to balance the penguin pirates on a ship without tipping the ship up. If you're not getting overboard, you have to keep them, and the winner's the first one with no penguins left. I say, that does sound quite good fun. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not. I don't. I can't think of what that one could be. I don't think I've seen that one. But it sounds like maybe it's called Penguin Pirates. I don't know. But no, interesting one. I've seen other ones where you've got a similar concept where you have shapes or something, and you've got to stack them up, and any that fall over you keep, and then you've got to try, and the first person to lose it, to have none in the hand wins. So it sounds like a similar-ish concept, I guess. But I've never played that one. They are good fun, those ones. They are quite good fun, those. I'm used to them now. I'm not very dexterous at all, so it does sound quite good fun, that one though, really. Oh, honestly. Yeah, I'm trying to think what dexterity sub game. I think I saw one with cats, I think, where you had to hang them they had like ropes, and you had to hang the cats from the tails, I think it was. And that was a sort of similar-ish sort of idea. And I think the gist of it was that I think they moved the lines, or because of the weight, the more you added, the more difficult it was, and things started falling over and stuff like that. And then there's one called Hamster Wheel, or I think it's called Hamster Wheel or Hamster Roll. So it's just a big wheel, and you add shapes to it on these, and it's got like little, like I wouldn't say spokes, but things that jut up all around the wheel. So when you add things on them, it makes the wheel move. And you start getting more and more pieces, and they naturally try to fall out the more you add and stuff like that. So a similar kind of concept there as well. They're quite good fun as well. I've not got that one or anything like that, but it does sound quite good fun. Now these ones are Crispy Bites. So far, I've linked Crispy Bites. These are actually really nice. These ones, I gave these. I think you can still get. I thought you couldn't get them this year. I've not seen them, but I did see them on the link website when searching for this. I think they're still available. These are a Christmassy one, as you can see. It's funny, they did something called the Lint Teddies or something like that. But strangely enough, the ones with a big teddy on the front, these ones weren't called the Lint Teddies, and the Lint Teddies didn't have a massive teddy on the front. It was a lot smaller, which was strange. I don't know what was going on there. But these were very nice. These ones, I like sort of Maltesers, but without the honeycomb. The malt taste rather. Look really crunchy, really nice, consistent thickness of the chocolate as well. Nothing too exciting. That was the thing. They just didn't really have much of an X factor about them. That was the only reason I couldn't give them higher. But if anything, it was so close to 4.5 out of 5. But they were really nice. These, I really enjoyed them. Just love the crunches, you know. You know what? Since it's Christmas, we've not marked one up yet. I think these ones are deserving of anything. I think they were really nice. I'm going to mark these one up. I'm going to give them 4.5 out of 5. I think they were just so nice, so crunchy and lovely. And as I said, the only way they could have been improved is if they had like caramel in or something like that. But I think that's probably maybe a bit harsh. I don't know. But they were just such a lovely, crunchy, nice chocolate experience. I really enjoyed these ones actually. So since it's that time of year, we'll give these the benefit of the doubt. We've not marked anything up today, so I think I'm feeling generous now. So they were really nice, those ones. So if you see them around, definitely recommend those ones. Mastermind got played too, but Onlookers got a bit bored with that because it's more of a game of brain power, and it does go on a bit. Oh yes, yeah, I've not. I think we used to have that one or something similar. Yeah, I think we used to have that one. I don't remember playing it though, but my brother had it. I got Lint Crispy Bites this year, like Lint Maltesers. Yeah, this is it. So I did get them. So they were. I never saw them this year, unfortunately, but they were really nice, and they are a lovely one. These ones, yeah, basically like Lint Maltesers, but they just something they're just really well proportioned, and the centre is just really lovely. Lovely lots of chocolates as well. They are really nice, those ones. But yeah, Mastermind. Yeah, I remember you have to work out. You have to work something out, don't you? In this and the other. As you say, it's not really a spectator game. I guess people can help, can't they? But I don't know. Some of them don't work as well as others, basically, in a group situation. Yeah. But yes, very nice those ones. I definitely recommend those ones. Really nice indeed. Yeah, really nice. All right, now these have been rebranded this year. I've got them over here. I think. Hang on a sec. Let's see if I can reach them. I never reviewed them because I thought I'd already reviewed them. Here it is, I think. Yeah, here we go. So this is what they were called last year, Snowballs Bar. Now it's called Snowy Crunch. So they rebranded it. I thought, I haven't reviewed this one. Or I'm sure I reviewed it, but I don't know. It doesn't sound familiar. And yeah, they called it Snowballs Bar last year. And this year they rebranded it Snowy Crunch. Yeah, for whatever reason. So, yeah. So, what did I give this one? I gave this one quite a high mark, actually. 4.5 out of 5 I gave this one. Which was pretty high, isn't it? I thought it was just wonderful, full of Terry's chocolate orange taste, lovely crunches as well, plenty of crunches. I thought it was just really nice, and again, like Live One, really, just lovely combination of crunch, lovely, and in this case, Terry's chocolate orange. I thought it was really nice, and again, I do like crunches in my chocolate, I must say. And this one definitely, tick those boxes. I wonder if Cadbury's approached them to change the name because they have the Snowballs Bar. Could be. I wonder if that's what it was. It could be. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if that's what it was. Yeah, could be really, couldn't it? I don't know. I'm not. Yeah, that could be what it is. Surely, maybe that's what it is. Maybe they just needed to change it. It could be that, really. Yeah, I must admit, I think possibly Snowy Crunch might be a bit of. I don't know. Is it a better name? I don't know. Not sure actually. But yeah, you could be right there. Maybe that's what it was. Not considered that, to be honest with you. Yeah, I wonder if that's what it was. Interesting. Yeah, definitely. It's not. They don't normally change the name like this, do they, quite quickly? But I think Snowy Crunch might sound a bit better. I don't know. They weren't really even snow. That was the only one thing with them. They weren't really snowballs in them. They were kind of like sort of saucer shaped as well. So it's a bit. Well, I remember anyway. I'm pretty sure they were. But yeah, I think this was lovely. Just Terry's chocolate orange, always a nice taste with crunchy bits as well. Just really worked for me. So I think this one again. I think it's another one that's just really worked for me. So I'll give it the same 4.5 out of 5. Really enjoyed that one. It's probably not. I don't think it's a 5 out of 5 basically, but just a lovely bar. Just ticked all the boxes for me. Just exactly what I wanted from it. Very nice and tasty indeed. Yeah, it really was. But yeah, interesting one that one. I wonder, because there's the Snowballs bar, isn't it, from Cadbury? So. Don't know which one, presumably, could be why, or maybe they just wanted to differentiate it, maybe because obviously if you search online for something, you don't want your competitors coming up as well at the same time, so they might go for that. So you might have just done it on off their own back, maybe. But yeah, interesting one, that one. But yes, nice product that one, I must say. Some nice Christmassy products really around, has to be said. Now I had this one. I think this one came and went. Which one was it now? Let's find it. So we'll see. Last one for today. This one was. It was a Milky Bar one. Milky Bar Speculoos. Remember this one? Yeah, basically Speculoos is your kind of caramelized biscuits, your Biscoff essentially. Because that was a big thing, wasn't it, last year? Maybe it was the last year big thing, at least around winter time anyway. There's loads of just Speculoosy Biscoffy products. I think they're still kind of going on, aren't they now? I gave this a 3.5 out of 5. I thought they had lots of good biscuit pieces, really, lots of it basically. Nice cinnamon aroma as well. So again, it's beat the Oreo Oreo offering by actually having cinnamon aroma at least, you know. But I think the thing with this one for me is I just thought that they'd be better separate. You know, Milky Bar people just prefer to have Milky Bar on its own, and Speculoos sort of people prefer to just have Biscoff biscuits really. And that was the thing with me for it, to be honest with you. I got this for me and Megan last Christmas, and it was pretty bad. You didn't really enjoy this one, I see. Oh no, I didn't think it was terrible. I'd say give it 3.5 out of 5. But for me, I just thought it wasn't as good as the sum of its parts. I thought that was the gist of it really. It would just be better to, you know, Milky Bar. I think people who like Milky Bar would just rather eat Milky Bar, and people like Biscoff would just rather have Biscoff biscuits, you know. And I didn't feel like it worked, you know. That was the thing for me with this one. I find the white chocolate the hardest to eat just a little. You really you start to really get into it. You just have to eat it all, do you, Joe? Is that the gist of it? Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? It can be. I think. Well, for me, yeah, I don't know really. I find that problem. I have that problem with most chocolate, to be honest with you. I think that's my issue. I think, Joe. But yeah, it's a funny one. It is a funny. I think dark chocolate for me is the one where I can eat the least of it, if you know what I mean, because I feel like because it's such a stronger, richer experience, it doesn't lend itself to be indulged too much. But yeah, but I can see what you're saying with white chocolate for sure. I think Andrew's a big white chocolate fan. The Speculoos bar wasn't out this year, but it was the first time I did a flatter shaped Milky Bar in the last few months. They've changed the Milky Bars to that flatter shape. Yeah, I saw there was a regular Milky Bar. You know, the actual Milky Bars that are flat. Like an actual, you know, they used to be really cheap ones that used to cost like 10p or something. Well, it was a bit bigger than that, but it wasn't much bigger. I'm sure it was about 75p or something like this, you know, for just a flat Milky Bar. You know, say not like the chunky bar one, the flat one. And I couldn't believe it. I thought that's not a proper bar. That's one of the cheap 20p ones, you know. Or it was a bit bigger than that. It was a bit bigger, but it didn't. I don't know. It's just one of those flat bars. I couldn't believe how expensive it was. It was just madness, really. But yeah, they have definitely changed. I don't think I've reviewed it since. I think did the Fairy Lights, which I've not actually published yet. Maybe I have to still publish that Fairy Lights one. It was one I needed to try and get out before Christmas, but I not managed it. Maybe I'll still give it a go and get it out there just for posterity's sake. Maybe I've kind of missed the boat with that one, but yeah. I don't know. It's a shame, really, but yeah, they definitely, as you say, have changed the. I think with this one, it didn't quite hit as much because of the fact that, hit home as much that they changed it because of the fact that it was kind of flavoured, if you know what I mean, with this Speculoos or what have you. But yeah, as you say, they have changed it around a bit now. It is a bit of a shame. The recipe's changed once or twice recently, and now the same as European Galac. Still nice, but it's perfect 2 years ago. It might be worth a review if the stash ever allows. Yeah, I'm sure I did try and get it to re-review, Andrew. I'm sure I did. I don't know what happened though. I might have to check. Yeah, I do want to re-review it though. I think I tried to. What did I do? I think I reviewed another Milky Bar. It might have been the Fairy Lights actually, or something like that. And it was obvious that something wasn't quite the same. But obviously it wasn't a pure Milky Bar. So yeah, I do need to re-review it. And I was tempted to get that flat one I was talking about before to re-review it. But I thought I had one somewhere, but I don't think I do. But yeah, it is one that's on the list that needs re-reviewing, I think, for the reasons you mentioned there. It's definitely changed, so it does need a review. But it was a lovely white chocolate. It really was, yeah. I know Jiao is Galac, I think. I'm sure Galac's what it's called where Jiao is. I don't know what your opinion on Galac is, Jiao, but yeah, I think there was a difference between, even though it's the same company and the same brand with a different name, but the recipe was different, as Andrew was mentioning. So a bit of a shame that they've changed it, I guess. I think the Fairy Lights bar still had the old shape. New mega size Milky Bar is flatter shaped as more yellow coloured wrapper. Alright, so they went white, so now they've gone back yellow again, have they? I remember that. Yeah, I think you're right. It was, but yes, it was like the old shape. Yeah. So they've flattened out even more, have they? Or well, changed it again. Yeah, I see. Maybe the flat one is what I'm thinking of then, Andrew. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. The flat one's the one I saw, and I thought it was. I thought that was just a small one because used to always Milky Bars used to always just be flat, small ones back in when I was younger, and then they did them bigger and did them like segmented, and they still did the flat ones every now and again, but really small. But now the flat ones, yeah. So maybe that's what I saw, but to me the flat one reminds me of like the cheap, like like the sort of the animal bars from Cadbury. It's that kind of thing to me. But they were charging that full price for it, or double full price. It was like, I mean, it would have even been over £1 for it. It was just very expensive for what it was, and I couldn't believe it. I thought it must have been I almost thought it was like it was a mistake, on the supermarket's part or something like that. So, yeah. Right, well, look out for that, Andrew. If that's the actual bar name, that's quite controversial, I think. Yeah. I think I don't like garlic here. Use vegetable fat instead of butter to cheapen it. Ah, okay. I do remember you saying something along those lines, Joe, a while back. Yeah. Yeah, I see. Okay. Yeah, so I think maybe that's the difference as well that Andrew's not a fan of also. There's some differences, it seems. I don't know. I'm not sure what the differences are myself, but it does sound like they've changed the ingredients in the UK as well to match that garlic bar. So, yeah, interesting. I'll have to give it a try and see anyway. We'll have to give it a try. That's the speculoos one. Well, to me, I don't know. I think this one, I think it's like Shori says, really. I feel like the problem was, it just wasn't that, it wasn't. It was interesting. It had quite a lot of crunchy pieces. Should I mark it down? I don't know. For me, I quite like the crunchy bits in there. I thought they added something to it, but it just didn't work as a whole. And I think the Milk Bar at the time would have been quite a high mark for this. This was marking it down already, so I don't think I can mark it down anymore. At least from what I thought, anyway. So I think it's the same. But it was, it definitely just didn't work as a product, and looks like they didn't release it this year either again. So obviously, was not one that they felt they need to bring back. And I just would have preferred to have Milky Bar on its own, or Biscoff biscuits on their own, really. And I think most people that like Milky Bar and Biscoff would have felt the same. And that was my issue with it, to be honest with you. So yeah, bit of a shame, that one, really. It sounded like a good idea in practice, but sure, he wasn't a fan of our sounds of it as well. So yes. So I don't think it got glowing marks from most people. I think that's for sure. So it's either middling or not very nice. So yeah. But there we go. Well, there we are, guys. I think that's pretty much the look back for today. We've been through most of it, I think. Yeah, so not bad at all. What I'll do is I'll post. I need to do one from last time as well, actually. I'll post a poll about which one I should do a short of, which one I should, as I say, review as a short. So I'll post that soon. Probably one from 1 year ago, I think. So I'll do that. It'll be quite an interesting one to see, and I'll do one from last time as well. So there should be 2 polls going on, basically. So we'll try and get that done. And if I can find the. Let's see what that 1 year ago thing. I can't find what that is. Where's that gone? There it is. Okay, there we are. Yes. Actually, all ingredients of UK Milky Bar used to contain a few vegetable fats, including palm fat, but the new recipe bar doesn't have that in or any other veg fats. So that's good. No palm now. Okay, so that's something then, at least. Yeah. So what have they changed, Andrew? That's the worst thing. Made it worse. Do you think? You have a new flat bar here, and it no contains palm fat or oil. So maybe that's the thing, I guess. Yeah, so they've actually changed it to be completely flat. I mean, I guess in a way, it's kind of making it back to what it used to be like. I don't know, I quite like the thick chunks, really. You know what I mean? I think that was something. So I don't know. Yeah, swings and roundabouts, I guess. Great stream as always, sir. I was eating my pecan crunch Tony's bar while watching. I see. Oh, I've still got to get that review. I have done that review, sure. I think I mentioned last time. I have done it. I need to get that book. I've got so many. Not only have I got things in the stash to review, I've got so many things I have reviewed that I need to publish. It just gets crazy, really. I need to organise what I've reviewed, I think, and I think that's what I need to do. Get it organised soon, and just get things reviewed and published. I think it's difficult so much. I'm trying to sort of do reviews as well, where I'm reviewing more than one thing at once now to try and go through things a bit quicker as well. Because I was trying to space things out a bit more and just do the reviews, but now related things I'm doing together, things where I think they could be good to sort of do a little versus battle, just to try and get things reviewed, because I just can't get through them quick enough. There's so many of them. So, but of course, if I do that, it just means, well, it does mean I'm doing one video with 5 things in it, which is still quicker, but it's difficult calorie wise to go through any more, So it's still, I still kind of do the same amount in a day, just one video rather than 5. So I guess it's that. Yeah, no rush, dude. Oh, thank you very much, Shuri. Thank you. We'll get there. It's on my list, especially as you mentioned it. I need to get out. And it was. I'm sure it was a nice one as well. I'm sure it was a nice one. Did I mention last week about the gingerbread one as well, and yeah, the one I had did have a hole in it. I thought it didn't when you mentioned it, because I thought I'd remember that, but I went back and saw. I think I coincidentally saw like a photo I'd taken of it in my memories thing or whatever it was, and it had a hole in it. Yeah, so I just completely forgot that. Interesting here, they just say vegetable fat in the ingredients list. They don't specify because it's not required, I guess. Right, okay, we do. Well, I think sometimes I think if it's not, they do say vegetable fats. I think in the UK. But I think in brackets they say what it is, I think. But sometimes it also just say it contains vegetable fats in addition to cocoa butter, I think. So it depends where it is, basically, I think, Jow. So it's one of those, yeah. The vegetable fat is present in so many products, though. Yeah, it's one of them, I think. Yeah, in the UK they do specify if it's palm, sunflower, or what oil as well. But I think when you talk about the actual chocolate, it's separately they mention in the chocolate, it says it contains vegetable fats in addition to cocoa butter. And I don't think they specify there, but they specify further up in the ingredients list. Milky Bar is still nice, but sugar is now the main ingredient, whereas a few years ago they advertised that milk was now the number one ingredient. It's less creamy now, and it's really quite flat. Yeah. Yeah, basically when I was younger, it always was a flat bar when I was younger, Andrew. It was always like, as I say, those sort of dairy milk animal bars or whatever. It was always like that. It was never a big chunky one. It was only relatively recently that they made it into a chunky one. So it's one of those really with that. But obviously, I did quite like the chunks. You know, I thought it was quite nice that. So it's a bit of a shame that they've lost that. But I think the main thing is, like you say, if it's just not the same bar, I think that's the main difference, isn't it? You know. But yeah, on the list as well. I need to get that. I have about dairy milk too, and it says on the back vegetable fat palm shea. Yeah, there you go. So like Andrew says there, Jow, they kind of in brackets they do mention it, but further down it will say something about, I don't know what the exact wording, but it says like the chocolate contains vegetable fats in addition to cocoa butter or something like that usually, and they don't specify it there. So it could be that that's what you're looking at, Jow. And in the ingredients list, they either do or don't say it as well, but they do have that part that they do say vegetable fats without elaborating too much on it. But that's kind of like in a broad statement at the bottom, further up in the ingredients list. Like they do what Andrew's mentioned there, and he'll say what's in it. So so it's one of those. So it might be the same difference basically, but in a different context maybe. It does make a difference, probably much sweeter. Same with Galite, but sugar as always has been the first one. Yeah, bit of a shame. They'll just try and save money, won't they, when they can really, and. It is a bit of a shame that they do that, you know, but I guess it's one of those, sometimes they have pressure from supermarkets to not up the prices and things like this, so I do know that goes on, even with the big brands, so it could be that, I don't know, it could be they've just been pressured or feel pressured into, you know, not having to raise the prices and cheapen the ingredients, so it is a bit of a frustrating one, it has to be said, but I'll give it a review anyway, you know, and see. I think the thing is with the thing is with these mainstream chocolates is they can kind of get away with not being too, you know, not being too sort of expensive tasting or expensive ingredients, because you know they assume that people, if they want expensive stuff with quality ingredients, they'll go and buy the more expensive stuff, you know, and it's a bit of a shame that really, isn't it? Because bless me, people still want it from the more mainstream products, you know, so. It's just a shame that you kind of been forced away from it, really. Interesting, new Milky Bar recipe contains natural vanilla flavouring. It didn't used to. Milk was the only main ingredient of Milky Bar for a few years, and that was the perfect shape. Yeah, natural vanilla flavouring, I see. So they've kind of, maybe that's sort of masking the taste in a way to make it, I don't know, because obviously, because that's the other thing with white chocolate, isn't it? Well, they often flavour it with vanilla, don't they? I guess it obviously natural flavouring, you know, but it's still being flavoured vanilla, isn't it? And they often do that. But it's nice when it's not really, because then you get the actual white chocolate taste. So yeah, so there, that could be swings around butts again as well, couldn't it? So maybe they've added that to make it mask the taste difference. Maybe, I don't know really, or maybe just try and make it taste better. I don't know. So interesting again. So they've obviously trying to change it. You know, they've recognised that it perhaps doesn't taste as good, like you said. So. Interesting, yeah. Well, definitely have to get my hands on that one. Definitely have to give it a review. I say I almost bought it, but I just thought it was a mistake. You know, it was so expensive for what it was. So, but there we go. Yeah, interesting. But thanks, Andrew. I'll have to get that reviewed. I think it's on the list as well. I have to get that one first. I'm not actually got it yet. Oh dear. But yeah, so there we go, guys. Guess that brings us to the end of another look back. It's been possibly the last one. Well, it will be the last one of the year, of course. I don't know if it'll be the last one referenced in 2020. 2019. We'll see. I don't know how to best do it with the years. It might be confusing if I keep referencing 2024, you know, and 2019. So maybe I'll just up it to 2025 and 2020. I'm not sure how I'll do it really, but we'll see. But there we go. But interesting one. But yeah. So there we go. So I'll probably see you in the comments and the Discord and this, that, and the other. And I'll be publishing some things. But this will be the last live for this year. So I hope you have a great new year and a great, well, hope you enjoyed 2024 and 2025 starts and continues to go well for you when it does. Yeah, have a great one. And I guess I'll see you in 2025. Crazy, really, isn't it? Crazy. Absolute madness that will be 2025. It just seems a quarter of the way to 2100. Can you believe it? Well, I don't think I'll live that long, so I don't think I'll see that myself, but you never know. You gave Milky Way 5 stars years ago, which is rare. Yeah, I know, I really enjoyed that one. I do remember that. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I was perhaps, you know, the fact it was such a nice white chocolate and things. You know, it didn't have anything, you know, like a massive X factor about it. So, you know, there was all that. But for, you know, such a nice white chocolate. I really enjoyed it. And it's, yeah, so I don't know. It doesn't sound like I'll be giving it a 5-star again, unfortunately. But it was very nice. It just worked, didn't it? It just worked. What was your best and worst chocolate of 2024 for you? Unless you're making a video. And well, this is it, Andrew. I might be making a video on that. Yes. So I don't know off the top of my head. Actually, I don't know off the top of my head. Is the short answer. So I couldn't really tell you either way. Although I do have some suspicions. But yeah, I will be doing a top 20, top 30 chocks of 2024. So that'll be coming out soon. So members will get the 30 to 21. And then the top 20 will be available to everyone. So yeah, so we'll be coming out soon basically. So I've got some suspicions of what I think will be, but what I'll do is I'll be facing them off against each other, all the chocolates, see which is the best. Yeah, so watch this space basically. So it'll be an interesting one, but I might do a worst one as well, like you said. So I think that'll be quite interesting. I was considering that yesterday as well. So I might do like maybe the worst one. I don't know if there'll be enough to do a top 10 worst ones. We'll see how it is really. Might be disappointing ones, stuff like that. We'll see. But yeah, I might do that as well this year. Oh, thanks, Alan. Yes, great look back. Thank you. See you next year. Thanks so much, Alan. You have a great one, Alan. Have a great new year. And I'll try and be a bit more on top of the comments this time. I'm not going anywhere specifically this time, so it should be, fingers crossed, less hectic, so I can get a bit more done. So we shall see. Have a great one, Alan. Have a great one. Vegetable fat is also easier than butter for a country to get. It's like when McDonald's fry the fries with lard. Ah, okay, so that's probably, is that a reason as well, is it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess it's probably, I'm speculating, maybe it's like a byproduct of other things, like so you don't have to make it specifically like you do with butter and stuff like that. So that does make sense, Joe. Yeah, interesting. Well, that would explain it really. I hope you have a fantastic new year, sir. Thank you very much. I hope you have a great one too. Yes, hope you and Megan, did you say? Well, I'm always worried I'll get the name wrong. So apologies if I ever do. Do pull me up whenever I do. But I hope you have a great one yourselves. If you're not together in person, I hope you have a great time. Yeah, when you do get together and this, that, and the other. So, oh yeah, have a great one. Oh, can't believe it's almost there as well. But have a great new year. Have a great new year, Sharon. Thanks again for all your messages, all your comments. Always great to see. And thanks again. Have a great weekend and peaceful new year. Oh, thank you very much, Joe. You too. Have a great new year as well. And you, Andrew. And else is watching, Alan, of course. Scotty, if you're still about. Yes, and Lee from before also. Lee, hope you have a great one as well. Not sure if you're still there, but if you are, or even if you're not, have a great one. Yes, and anyone else is watching as well. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the support throughout the year. Massively appreciated. Really has. And thank you for all the chats and for turning up for all the videos, leaving the comments, all this, that, and the other, being a member as well. Massively appreciate it, really is. And as I say, I'll be saying more in the December update, things like that. But as I say, much appreciated. Thank you so much. It did go by fast. It really did, didn't it? I know this whole decade's going by fast, isn't it, Joe? Really, when you think about it, you know. But this year, yeah, definitely. I don't, you know, hard to believe, isn't it? It's absolutely crazy. But yeah, it just seems to be the way it is at the moment. Crackers, really is crackers. Oh dear. Well, have a great one, everyone. Have a great new year. Thanks so much for turning up to the chat. It's really great to chat to you all, and I hope, hope everything goes well, and have a great start to 2025. It's always a pleasure to be here. So thank you very much, Shori. Thank you so much. It's great to see you. Always a pleasure to see you. It really is. You and everyone else. It's always great. So thank you very much. All right, guys. Take care. Apologies if I do miss any replies after this one. There's a bit of a turnaround time. You know, basically I could have gone before your message arrived. So apologies for that. You know, it's one of those, but so I'm not ignoring you. It's just unfortunately YouTube's been a bit slow, so it's one of them. Or maybe I am. I don't know, but there we go. Oh, I agree. Have a great one. Oh, thank you very much, Jazz. Very sweet of you to say as well. Thank you both. Thank you both, all of you, very much for all the lovely things you say. Thank you very much, and for honestly all the support, all the comments, and all the chats. Massively appreciated. Have a great 2025, everyone, and yeah, I shall see you then. Take care. Bye for now. See ya.